Hey everybody, Wisdom here. It is Monday, September 29th, 2014. This is a big day. I am going to finally, at last, reveal a little Skylander side project I've been working on. I've teased this casually in several videos, upgrade sessions, a blind playthrough, Minecraft live streams, random stuff on the pool table, and at long last, you're finally going to be in on it. A few of you know, invited some people, kind of got things rolling a little bit ahead of time. That's it. It is SkylanderClub.com. Now, the front page I have not built yet. I actually have. I just wasn't happy with it. The main thing, though, is the forum. We want you, that is you, the person watching this video, and your family, whoever it may be, to sign up on the forum and join in the fun. It is SkylanderClub.com/forum. As you know, I'm very busy. That said, I plan to activate accounts nightly. If I get time during the day at lunch or on break or something, I'll wheel in and do so. Here are some links. In addition to the forum, I'm going to have it set up on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Google+, which you can access from the YouTube account. But the reason I activate the accounts manually, I do not want to deal with the spam bots. I've mentioned this in the past. Don't know how many people pay attention or remember. But I actually have a background in forums. I've been running one for about 7 years, maybe a little bit less than that, 5, 6-ish, for a car club. So pretty skilled in it, I guess. That said, what I plan to have here, just basically, I want to make it more fun. I want to make the Skylanders franchise and what you do with it more fun. A couple ways I'm going to look to do that is through Skylander hunting. You can share your stories about that. You can share tips and tricks. And then a big request I've had throughout the years is the classifieds. Basically, in the fan forum, you're going to see the Skylander hunting. This means if you go out tomorrow and you find a brand new trap team display, or like I did last Tuesday night, I ran up and I found, SKUs for the Crypt King and Outlaw Brawl and Chain at Target. You can post your pictures, you can share your images, you can share the stories, you can tell other people to look out for it, and that's what it's all about, is helping other people out. In addition to that, you can share your ideas for future games, what you'd like to see different in current games, strategies for the games, things that you find, a Spyro pillow, new character leaked somewhere, things of that nature. Something else I plan to do is social-based interaction. As you know, it's much more than just YouTube or, Facebook or Twitter. There's different people on each different outlet out there. And basically what I'm going to allow you to do is, if you are so inclined, it's all optional, mind you, but you can link up your Twitter, your Facebook, Google+, YouTube, your personal Skylander fan sites, and you can share it with everyone else. Get more people involved, find people locally to trade with, things of that nature. Similarly, with what they're doing at this point in time with, in-game, you can compare directly to your friends list. So I'm going to have outlets where you can share your Nintendo Network ID for Miiverse, your Xbox friends, PlayStation Network, whatever that may be called. Basically, you can compare. If you're sitting here going for high scores, it helps to have people that you're friends with that you can compare with and try to best and beat and just enjoy. In addition to that, and this is really kind of like Phase 2. Phase 1 was requests. I'll cover more of that shortly, but Phase 2 kind of has to deal with me. And that basically means that I have kind of outgrown what I've been doing on the blog for quite some time. All my usual stuff, the unboxings, the card and game stats, the upgrades. If you haven't paid attention, I do ridiculously detailed upgrades with attack damage, ranking, recommending Skylanders. All that stuff is going to be there. In addition, you're going to still have my blind playthroughs, which basically become walkthroughs. To some extent, you'll have the tips and tricks as I go and figure things out to make your life easier. I share them. Whatever extra modes, Chaos Doom Challenge, if we get a standalone Skylanders battle mode, if people want to see Sky Stones for 3 hours, something along those lines, I plan to showcase all that just like I've always done. One of the things that really frustrated me with my current setup I've used for the last 3 years is I loved the poll battles. I really did. A lot of people said, hey, why did you quit that Castaways versus Newlanders? It's because the host would just randomly stop the polls, and then they would be gone for 3 months, and they'd return with like 50% of the votes. and that's not good for polling anything. The polls, we're going to have the preferred path like I used to. You're going to have your favorite characters, the favorite levels, and of course, I plan to bring back the poll battles, and yes, it will involve the castaways because I still insist on involving Ghost Roaster, Boomer, Sunburn, Voodoo, Dino Ring, etc. as much as I can. Now, this one, a little bit controversial, but it's something people have requested. They've wanted it. They've asked me if I can recommend someone that they can trade with, and that's what a lot of people want to do. They might find a variant and they want to trade it for some Skylander. Similarly, if they got a great deal, buy one get one 40%, and they got 2 Doomstones, but they really wanted Trap Shadow, you can trade with someone. More on that. This is going to be expandable as Skylanders continues to grow. The 5th, the 6th game, if they pop some random iOS game on us, I can expand. Similarly, if we get a crowd ton of people like Tim and his wife, maybe in Southern California, and they say, hey, can you make us a regional deal so we can use this instead of Facebook? Absolutely. Again, if we get different modes or games, I can add that. It's kind of a work in progress. I'm going to be expanding it as we go. Right now, I've just got it populated with like some basic stuff. I invited a few people to beta test it, make sure it like worked on their computer and everything. We'll assign moderators as we go. I don't really envision it. I want to keep it PG, family friendly. You're playing Skylanders. There's really nothing too much to get upset, or cuss, anything like that. It's just a fun game built for you to have an enjoyable time with. Where's I going to go with this? Again, the main thing here, I've had requests back in SSA. It was like, hey, you should do this. There are several other forums out there. I've seen several pop up and several die. There are some that if you actually look for them, you will find, and there's like nobody using them. I don't know if they're even still active. But that said, for me, the main thing, it was requested. And then, like I said, I feel like I've kind of outgrown my blog. Basically, it's basically a glorified blog. When I come in, and if I wanted to do 30 YouTube videos in a row in one post for a playthrough or an upgrade playlist type thing, it basically bottoms it out. It makes it very, very difficult to load the page even on fast connections. The poll data getting lost is an issue. I'm a very detailed person, and there's certain things I can't do on there that I can do easier on a forum. So even if this becomes a deal that there's not many people interested in, I will actually be utilizing it for my own records, and then you can archive them and find them there. Will this be changing anything? No. I'll still be doing the same stuff I've been doing on oneofwisdom.com, my own personal YouTube channel. I do have a YouTube channel for this one. What I actually plan to do there is pretty cool. Again, with me, time is the biggest issue. But what I want to do is kind of highlight other people. You've got your Coin Ops of the world, and your W Drums, and your Octane Blues, and everybody playing the game that you're probably aware of. But then there's so many times I get emails, from parents or kids or whatever it may be. We're just starting a channel. I basically want to be able to allow them to, I haven't quite figured out how to do this just yet, because I'm located somewhere that I'm likely millions of miles away from anyone. But I kind of want to give them a chance to, highlight their collection, highlight their favorite Skylander. That may be a deal. I mean, it's not going to draw a ton of viewers, but it'll mean something to the person that it's about. And I'll kind of expand more on that as we go. I want to keep this one relatively short, but SkylanderClub.com/forum. I'll have the link right at the top of the video description for you. You can't miss it. You can find us on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Google+, all that stuff. More as we go. But bottom line, this is something requested. I think it's going to go over well for the community. And ultimately, like I said, I have just personally kind of gotten to the point that the blog is not sufficient for as detailed as I'm getting, and this is going to allow me to post things that will be easy to find, divided. I control everything here. I've got the infrastructure in my back pocket. I can change it however I see fit for my own needs, and that will allow me ultimately to present the information and the research I conduct in the background in a presentable and easy to sort manner for the rest of the world to enjoy. So that's that for now. If you've got questions or comments, let me know. What can you do right now? You can go and you you can sign up on the forum. That would be great. Again, I'll try to activate accounts every night. The last several years, something else that has happened, I have actually gotten to a point where now Gmail, you get basically nothing. It went where I always got blogger notifications. That doesn't happen anymore. Would always get Twitter notifications. Now if I'm not following you, I don't get notifications of that. Facebook pages, when they updated that like a year or so ago, it went to the wayside. If I don't actually go in and click on the page and view the post to the page, half the time I don't know anyone has posted anything. The YouTube comments have gotten horrible. They progressively get worse. It makes it really, really hard for me to actually interact with people. Google Plus I was on before, it was forced on everyone, and then it doesn't overlap with my channel because you can't link up a pre-existing one, and so half of the people contact me on a Google Plus I don't even ever look at because I'm using the one that I built before you had to have one. And honestly, that's why I prefer, and I tell people to use Twitter or the oneofwisdom.com, because that's the most likely place I'll see that you're trying to interact with me. And then YouTube, you got so many like troll comments and things, and then everything gets filtered as spam when it's got nothing to do with anything that would even be related to spam, and it's really frustrating. But this is something I run and I control completely, and none of that will happen. And yes, I will be on there pretty much every night, and I will hit everything. If you say, hey, who's your favorite, I'll come in, I'll answer your questions, just like the glory days 2011 when the YouTube comments actually worked for me personally. So again, I think it's going to be something you enjoy. Sign up if you want to give it a go. If you're worried about scalpers coming on, don't buy from them. I do want people, I would ask that you introduce yourself before you try to sell anything. That's just something I'd like to see on the board. But if you see, I don't know, an E3 life trap for $200, don't buy the stupid thing. It's that simple. If there are people that are actually screwing people around, they're like selling fake things, there is a section called buyer feedback, and you can come in and you can say, Lapizel Azul sold me a fake Skylander, and then when the third and fifth person come in and say the same thing about that individual seller, they are getting canned. I will slap them with the band stick harder than the band stick could be slapped from. So I'm gonna do the best I can. It's a real touchy deal, but my hope is that we actually just keep this to the purists, the core players, and the trolls stay on eBay, because quite frankly I don't want anything to do with them. So that said, check it out. If you like what you see, spread the word, tell your friends, have them sign up, and again, the more people we have involved, the better. Like I said, if you build up something in the southeast corner of Oregon or in the New York City area and you feel like you've got the basis for a dedicated regional forum, I will make it on there for you. It is that simple. So like I said, give it a go. We'll see what comes of it. And like I said, if this totally bombs and no one's interested, or you're staying where you're already at, or you're cutting back your online time, it's going to be a great outlet for me to just actually come in and archive all of the research that I do with Skylanders, which is a crud ton, and it will be so much easier to find than it is on my blog. So I'll leave it at that. Again, didn't intend for this one to go this long, but it did, so I'll just kind of relapse some of the slides for you. But once again, check it out. Let me know what you think, and hopefully you enjoy it. So the front page, like I said, that's kind of a work in progress. The main thing to me, though, is the forum. In all honesty, when I finish the front page, it's just going to have links to the forum and the social media outlets, so I didn't see any need to wait. I'm actually trying to have one of my artsy friends do something. Not sure if you can pull it off, so I'm just figuring, hey, let's launch the forum. So that's what I'm doing. We're basically just like 6 days away from Trap Team, so time is of the essence. Again, sign up, spread the word, and I sincerely hope that you enjoy it. So for myself and everyone else, thanks for watching, thanks for supporting me all this time, and ultimately I hope that you like this. I hope it's something that you can enjoy, find useful, and ultimately just enhance what you're already doing with Skylanders and make it that much better. So if that happens for even just a few of you, I feel like we did something right, made something good happen. So I'll run with that. But like I said, it's going to be expandable. It should be a good time, and for those people that actually make use of it, I think you will definitely enjoy it. So stay tuned for many more updates, and I will catch you back here next time.